Have you ever noticed how you feel differently when you pay with cash versus a card? It's not just you. There's a real psychological phenomenon at play here. And today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of spending psychology. How do these little pieces of plastic and paper actually control our financial decisions? Let's find out. Let's start with a little thought experiment. Imagine you're at a cafe, and you want to buy a coffee and a pastry. It costs $10. In scenario 1, you pull a crisp $10 bill from your wallet and hand it to the cashier. You physically see the money leave your hand. Now, in scenario 2, you tap your credit card on the reader. The transaction is over in a second. Which one felt more real? For most people, handing over the cash feels like a more significant loss. This feeling has a name: the pain of paying. The pain of paying is a concept coined by behavioral economists. It describes the negative emotion we experience when we part with our money. Cash, being tangible and visible, makes this pain very acute. You see your wallet getting thinner. You feel the physical loss of the bills. This friction, this little moment of hesitation, makes you more mindful of your spending. You're more likely to ask yourself, do I really need this? When you have to count out the cash. Credit and debit cards, on the other hand, are masters at reducing this pain. They are abstract. Swiping or tapping a card doesn't feel like you're giving up anything tangible at that moment. The payment is detached from the actual depletion of your funds. The bill comes later, often weeks after you've already enjoyed your purchase. This delay and abstraction make it incredibly easy to spend more than you intended. Think about it. That tap-to convenience is designed to make the transaction as seamless and thoughtless as possible. Less friction, less pain, more spending. Researchers have proven this time and time again. One classic study conducted at MIT had students bid on tickets to a popular basketball game. One group was told they had to pay with cash, and the other group was told they could pay with a credit card. The results were striking. The credit card group bid, on average, twice as much as the cash group. The only difference was the payment method. The perceived value of the money changed entirely. When money feels less real, we're willing to part with more of it. This effect isn't just for big-ticket items. It happens with our daily purchases, too. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Research found that people who were prompted to use cash not only spent less, but also made healthier food choices in a grocery store. They were less likely to buy junk food on impulse. Why? Because paying with cash forces you into a more deliberate, conscious state of mind. You're more connected to the immediate financial consequences of your choices. Digital wallets and mobile payments take this abstraction to a whole new level. Now, you don't even need a physical card. Your phone, a device you use for 100 other things, is also your wallet. The payment process is just another app, another notification. This further disconnects the act of buying from the act of paying. You tap your phone, maybe a little vibration confirms the payment, and you move on. The transaction is buried in a stream of other digital interactions, making it even easier to lose track of your spending. So, are credit cards and digital payments inherently bad? Not at all. They offer incredible convenience, security, and rewards that cash simply can't match. The key is not to ditch them, but to be aware of the psychological tricks they play on our brains. Understanding the pain of paying allows us to build better financial habits, regardless of how we choose to pay. So how can we fight back and regain control? One popular method is to reintroduce friction into the spending process. If you're a heavy card user, try a cash envelope system for certain spending categories, like groceries, entertainment, or dining out. At the beginning of the month, you allocate a specific amount of cash to each envelope. Once the cash is gone, it's gone. This forces you to be mindful and stick to your budget because the limit is physical and visible. Another great strategy is to use budgeting apps that provide real-time feedback. Many apps can link to your bank accounts and credit cards, sending you instant notifications every time you make a purchase. Seeing that notification pop up, you just spent $50 at that restaurant, can help replicate the immediacy of paying with cash. It brings the financial consequence back into the present moment, counteracting the buy now, pay later disconnect of credit cards. You can also try a simple mental exercise. Before you make a purchase with a card, take a moment to pause. Ask yourself, would I still buy this if I had to pay for it with cash right now? Visualize taking the equivalent amount of cash out of your wallet and handing it over. This simple mental simulation can help trigger that pain of paying and lead to more thoughtful purchasing decisions. It's also important to regularly review your credit card and bank statements. Don't just wait for the bill to come. Set aside time each week to go through your transactions. This practice helps you stay connected to where your money is going and can highlight areas where you might be overspending without even realizing it. Seeing all those small, seemingly insignificant purchases add up can be a powerful wake-up call. Let's also talk about the dopamine hit. Every time we buy something we want, our brain releases a little bit of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. Card and digital payments make this reward cycle incredibly efficient. Want something? Tap. Get. Italiano. Feel good. The speed and ease of the transaction amplify this instant gratification loop. This is why online shopping with saved card details can be so addictive. There are virtually no barriers between desire and purchase. To counteract this, you can intentionally add friction. For example, instead of saving your card details on websites, type them in manually for each purchase. That extra minute it takes gives your rational brain a chance to catch up and question the impulse. Ultimately, the goal is not to go back to a Cassoni society. The goal is financial mindfulness. It is about understanding the psychology behind our tools and using them in a way that serves our long-term goals, not just our short-term impulses. By being aware of the pain of paying and the abstract nature of digital money, we can build systems and habits that help us spend smarter, save more, and feel more in control of our financial lives. Whether you're a cash loyalist or a credit card connoisseur, awareness is your greatest asset. So, what's your experience? Do you find yourself spending more freely with a card? Have you tried any of these tricks to become a more mindful spender? Share your thoughts and strategies in the comments below. I'd love to hear what works for you. Learning from each other is one of the best ways we can all improve our financial health. Thanks for watching and sticking with me through this deep dive into the psychology of spending. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on personal finance and behavioral psychology. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, spend wisely.